Hello, everybody. I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Come on in. Yay, I'm here. I made it. Finally. Okay. I am going to do a couple of other things while I am waiting for people to hop on here. I'm just going to do some die cutting really quick. If you are here, say hello. Finish doing that. Silly me. I'll tell you, my brain gets to working at 100 miles an hour right before a live, and I forget a few things. Are you here? Hello. I'm just finishing up my die cutting while I wait for people to hop on here. Oh, where did you go? There you go. Boy, that's tiny. Ooh, I hope I have it. Yeah, I do. I do have it. Yay. I'm gonna stick that there because I don't want to lose it. Some of these pieces are tiny. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I should run that through. I'm gonna pop these back. Is anybody here with me? Hello? Hello, Facebook land. I am connected. It says I am. Therefore, I am. So I suppose if you catch the replay, you can fast forward. There you are. Okay. All right. Well, that's cute. Super, super cute. Okay. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So as people decide to hop on and join, they can. So one of the first things I am going to do is I'm going to start on my stencil, the things that I'm going to stencil paste, so that it's dry by the time I am done. And let me kind of explain to you what we've got here. First is I have used, I'm kind of featuring this little set here. It's called, these are the Plain Amazing dies. And they're kind of meant to give you the look of looking out the window when you're inside a plane. It's kind of cool. And you can see all kinds of different landscapes as you look out the window. There's some just different ideas of things that you can, or elements and ideas on the back of here. So I'm going to take this set and use it at a different level. I just thought there are lots of samples out there with using it as it's intended to be used, but I'm going to take this and create something completely different. What I was inspired by, of course, were these windows, but I wanted to turn them a different way, and I'll show you how I got these windows in this direction, because obviously this is the different direction, and I will show you that. So if you were to lay this die down, you would get windows in that direction, not this direction. So I will show you what I've done with that. I'll leave this out so I don't forget to tell you what I did. So with the idea of creating windows on a wall in a room, I thought adventure awaits. And I thought we could use that on here as kind of the idea that when you're reading a book, you're planted into an adventure. It takes you elsewhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to create, and I have grandsons, so I'm inspired by the fact that I have all boys for grandsons. Their little bedroom, bunk bed and bedroom, and a bookshelf, and of course stars in the windows. And that's where we're headed. I'm going to create a brick wall here with some stencils, but adventure awaits is going to be the sentiment, definitely going to be the sentiment that we use. And I'm not sure how that's going to play out. I didn't grab myself anything, but I guess we could just fussy cut the sentiment. But so I've used also in conjunction with it the bookshop dies from Concord 9th. The bookcase. We are going to kind of take it apart a little bit. So we have the ladder, but the ladder's not for the bookshelf. The ladder's for the bunk bed. And we got the bunk bed idea from the bake shop. So the bake shop, and I suppose you could just cut off the top. I'll show you what I mean by this. So instead of, you would get a ladder, and then you could die cut this part again. You could cut it off here, and then cut it off here, and you would get your little bunk bed. So you could do a 2-for-1 out of this one. I opted for the bake shop dies because I also had this little skinny oval, and I thought, perfect for a pillow, yes. So we'll use that for pillows. And that was all I really die cut that for, was the bed and the bread part for pillows. But I've also cut out some some book pieces, and I hope they fit in there. I hope I cut the right ones. Of course, the bookshelf and the ladder, the lamp. And that's it for this one. Okay, so that's what I've die cut so far. And what I did, and oh gosh, let's go back to this. I think I left that die over there. Did I? Where are you? Okay, it's somewhere around, here it is. I meant to put all my dies back so I wouldn't lose track. Okay, so this die right here, I don't think that's the right place for it. It's right here, it goes right here. So this die right here creates our little finished portion that goes around, kind of like a rim around the windows. So I've got those 3 die cut also. I cut out a moon, and what else did I cut out? I think that's it. Yep, that's all. So other than this frame here, that's what I used. Now, so the first thing I'm going to do, all of these pieces that were the leftovers from this, I am going to, because we're just going to do an inlay into this, like so. So I'll be putting my cardstock, or my front, on my card, and then we'll glue those down in there, but they have to be dry first. So I am going to do this first. So I'm going to take this stencil right here, and this stencil is called All the Stars. Now, there are stars that come with this plain amazing. I hope I am connected. I hope you guys are here. It doesn't tell me on the platform that I use whether or not I have people watching, unless you say something to me. So I have stars that I could use, but those are tiny little stars and I didn't want to mess with it because that would be a lot. So because this stencil has little tiny stars on it, I thought this would be a perfect way to get, I'm just gonna line these up just like so. I'm gonna move these out of the way so I don't get them dirty. But I'm just going to put stars on all of these. And we're out of Nuvo paste from Lawn Fawn, but I thought, or Nuvo, glow-in-the-dark paste from Lawn Fawn. So I thought, maybe I can use this Nuvo paste. So I'm gonna stick some Nuvo paste on here. It's glow-in-the-dark, and I'm just gonna see if it works. We'll see how this goes. It may or may not work, but who knows? And that is not thick enough. So I'm just gonna go down here in this groove and I'll just wipe it off as I need. And then lift it. I don't know if many of you have ever thought to do that with your Nuvo drops, but you sure can. We're doing it now. We'll see how it goes. We're giving it a try. And then, so probably want to make sure I get this good and clean. How fun is this that it's glow in the dark? I just thought that's perfect. So now one of the things I was planning on doing was inking it up. So we need some time to dry. Let go. I'm gonna run this around to, that's kind of fun. I may have to wait. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go wash this off so it doesn't get stuck to everything. I should have brought baby wipe over here with me, huh? There we go. Done. Taken care of. Okay, so wiped that off. Wiped that off. Now, there's some. Let's let that dry because we're going to ink it. Ink it some dark blue. Let's hope it dries. We may have to wait. I may have to pop this in after the live. And see, I didn't scrape that one off good enough, but I think it'll be fine anyway. It'll still resist. I suppose I could go in there with a pen and try to shape it, but it looks pretty dry, so I'm just gonna leave it instead of ruining it. You know, stars come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Let's just say that's a planet and not a star, right? The point is that it's glow in the dark and it's fun. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this wall. And I have a HoneyBee. I have links to all the products that I've used. So I am just gonna stencil kind of random here and there. And I'm going to be using Lumberjack Plaid. And I'm just going to go here, there, willy-nilly, wherever I want. And I should be using my grip mat right now, but silly woman, I put it away. But because this is, I may give this more of a distressed feel than anything. If I scoot it or miss a spot, it's fine. It really is. If it's darker in some areas than others, that's fine too. Let's see what we got so far. That's kind of cool, but I do want to get the top there. And in between, down the sides here. So, yeah, that's good. Maybe. Let's see, if you take it off before you're really ready to take it off, that's a no-no, because then you might not be able to line it back up again. So I'm just gonna get the corner here. I just didn't want that corner to be bare, that's all. Okay, so that is that. It's a good thing I did grab those baby wipes because I needed them. All right. Put away my dry rag too. I tell ya. Okay, so now I'm going to talk you through what I did. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. It's super cool. So what I've done here is I took my centering ruler and I determined that, of course, the center point is where it is 2 3/4 here and 2 3/4 here. So this is my center point. And then I took my die and I slid it kind of underneath here and I slid it down until I could feel that this right here was, I'm going to show you, till it was just right here at the top, right there, where it would not die cut. Okay, so that next, I'll show you that next spot. We didn't want to start an actual cut there, so we're going to stop it there, tape it down, because it is at the center point. And I looked at each side here, got it straight. If you can see here, that is that 5/8? Yes, it's at 5/8 here and 5/8 here. Okay, then I took my, did the same thing here. I decided that I wanted to be at, of course, I want this to stop right here, okay? Knowing that this whole thing has to be centered at 2 3/4, so I got my ruler here at 2 3/4 and 2 3/4. It's not perfect right now. Let's see, there we go. So 2 3/4 and 2 3/4, and I wanted this to line up at the 2 1/2 mark. So that lined up at 2 1/2, and I made sure that this was not going to cut into it, taped it down, and I did the same thing over here at 2 1/2 as well. So I don't know if you can see that. How well you can see that it was measuring at 2 1/2. So that's how I was able to get that to line up, just so. All right. I did it. I explained it to you. Hope that made sense. So it's evenly measured from each end. This is evenly centered. And now it's centered all together. So I am going to, because these will pop in here, there is a little bit of space. It's okay for me to go ahead and do that because, as you can see, there's a little bit of space edging there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. If I'd thought about it, I wouldn't have inked up, but that's okay. I guess I could have used to avoid that, I guess I could have used the insides of these. So that would eliminate any of that showing. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Whoop. Just didn't think about it. It seemed awfully jumpy. My connection may not be very good tonight. I wonder what's up with that. That's just kind of, it's different. I like it. It's kind of cute, actually. I like it. But if you wanted it to be a full white finish, then you would opt to use the dies that inlay that were popped out from this part instead of the other part. Just had an idea. Oh, that didn't die cut so well. I don't like that one. I'm not using it. That looks funky on both sides. I wonder what happened. Oh my goodness, nobody here from Facebook? What happened to my Facebook land? It is late. Okay. Yay! That is done. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to trim off the, I know you guys are probably going to flip, but I'm not going to use, I'm just going to, see, let's put our lamp here. Let's see what we can, let's first determine how if our lamp's going to fit in here. So let's get this lamp and lampshade situated. There. Okay. I do think we'll have to cut it. So we are going to cut it. Now, I'm going to trim this out and cut this part off. You'll see why. So I'm going to pop in here and trim that. Trim that. Trim that. And that. And now we have a bookshelf. It's a shelf, but it's gonna fit our lamp now. And I think I do want the lamp over by, closer to the bed where we'll cast some light. Let's see, I saved, let's see. I saved these because I saved them. And I didn't know if I would need them or not. I just might. Not sure. Okay, I wasn't sure how I would like that brick wall showing and maybe just having a straight back, but I don't think I'm going to inlay that. I think instead what I'm going to do, so that we can have a little bit of depth to our, I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to glue this down and then cut it off. I know I do things different. Is that going to be enough right there? It's not enough, is it? Yeah, it is. Nope, it's not. So I'm going to do it right here, like so. Yes. Because I'm too lazy to get up and cut. So, as you can see, what I wanted was I'm gonna glue some glue in here. Glue some glue. Put some glue in here. There it is. I tucked glue in here. I don't know if y'all could see what I did. Sometimes I bring things close to me so I can see better. It's hard to see up here. My eyes are getting old. So, that's what there we go. Such a professional job. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? I feel like I've got a weird wonky corner there. Well, hi, Krista. You're my first person to join tonight. Isn't that crazy? So there's our bookshelf. And now our first element inside there is going to be our little lamp. So it's going to go inside there. I just wanted that inside depth. I can kind of show you. There's a difference. Then rather than putting, these in there to fill in the space, you can actually see there's a groove around those edges that gives it that feel and look. Oh, I don't have a very good connection. It gives it that look and feel of being an actual bookshelf. So, okay, there is that. So let's put this little lamp in here. We're creating a little boy's room, kind of like a nighttime theme of books and reading and adventures of reading, like the adventures you take while reading. So that's what we're doing, Krista, and welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. All right, now we're gonna put these books in here, and I don't know if I honestly don't know if I die cut the right things or not, but I guess we'll see, right? So I'm just gonna start laying down. I'm just gonna put some glue down, and I'm just gonna start putting these pieces in here and doing it this way. So let's see. If you get my hair, I apologize ahead of time. I meant to have some different colors in here, but I didn't have time to die cut anymore. I hope I have enough. This is a shorter one I need. So these are our books. I should have created more colors, but that's also professional language. The most important thing is that they line up there. Oops, we need a short. And a long. Or something. Something that'll work. Will that work? Yeah, it'll work. And then blue, and then yellow. So we'll just kind of set that there for our books. Maybe up against that. Yes. It works, right? I did grab the wrong one, but as long as it goes in there, right? It doesn't matter. That is crazy. Oh, how cute. What is crazy? Thank you, Krista. That's very sweet. Okay, so this is going to be our bookshelf right here. And now we're going to deal with our bed, our bunk bed. So, and here's our ladder's only going to go as high as the top one, maybe about right there. So we'll just kind of stick it right there beside. Okay, now I am taking, so this is our bottom bed and this is our top bed, just to let you know. And I'm doing it again, so hold your breath. I am, and I think I'm just going to cut evenly so I'll know where I'm getting it over here as well. So I'm just going to cut it like that. And we'll see how that goes. That might be too much. I'll just try to do it as best as I can. The same on both sides. Looks good to me. So, and now we have our bunk bed. And now our ladder is only going to go to about right here. It doesn't have to be exactly even with the bed, but just as long as the concept of, you know, having a ladder, maybe it would be better if the ladder was the same height, not taller. We'll just cut a little off. Just choomp, choomp. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now we have our, gosh, that's kind of weird. It does kind of look weird. All right, to me it looks a little weird, like the windows are too high up. Like they should be lower, but I don't know. But that's me. And the bookshelf is bigger than the bed, but y'all get the concept, right? Right? Okay, we're gonna put some sheets on this bed. So instead of putting like a bedspread to hang down, I'm just gonna do like sheets, like the little mattress and its sheets. So that's what I have decided to do. So we'll put just a little glue here. And a little glue here to catch it. Yeah, it didn't go. So we're gonna do this, and if I have too much, I can always trim it. So I'm gonna do this. I feel like it will come along. I feel like it will. Sometimes it doesn't always feel that way when I start out. It's like, ugh. And then sometimes when I end, it's like, ugh. That didn't really work out like I wanted it to. But it looks like it's gonna come along the way I want it to. All right, I'm just gonna trim it. And that was 2 1/8. And I believe this is just like, I could measure, couldn't I? It's 1/4 of an inch. So those are 2 1/8 by 1/4 of an inch. And this is some Dare to Be Artsy paper. It's super cute. I just thought it looked very boyish. And here we go. And I suppose these kinds of windows are kind of higher up on the wall. When you have those smaller windows, they are higher up, so it's okay. And bookshelves can be taller than a bunk bed. If it's a small bunk bed. I'm going to trim that just a smidge. Okay, so there is our bed. Now, from that bakery, those bakery dies, I did get pillows. This was for the bread, and I'm using it for pillows. So I wasn't sure. I do kind of like that. Laying kind of like, but maybe just a pillow like that, cutting off. So technically all you would really need is half a pillow. So I'm gonna slice that in half. I didn't technically even need 2 pillows. So I'm gonna put a little glue here and use that for the pillow. To come back over a little. I'm really gonna have to clean that up when I'm done. All right. And kind of tuck it down. Oops. Or take it off and re-glue it. Pulling. There we go. So you want your pillow to kind of come down at an angle. And now I'm going to trim. So there it is. Show you. And clean that up a little. Oops, wrong one. Using the sand eraser. Bad. That was bad. It didn't ruin it, thank goodness. Okay, so now do we want our other pillow to be down here at the other end? I say yes. So that's what we'll do. Our pillow right here, and we're going to kind of turn it down. We need to move it back and put it down. I'm really going to have to clean that up. I got lots of glue there. Bring that down a little, hold that. There we go. Okay. So there's our bed. Whoop, whoop. There's our bookshelf. And you know what? We have to have a spot for our sentiment. So that's perfect then. So we can set our little sentiment there. And let's check our windows to see if they are ready to be inked over. Are they damp? I think they're ready. So these are glow in the dark, and they will glow in the dark. How fun would that be for the kid that gets a card like this? Let's see. I did not get my brush. Blend this. So hang on a second, folks, while I go grab a brush to blend. It's always something. Question is, can I get back through here? The answer is yes. That was easier. Okay. So we're gonna take some Juniper Mist and we are gonna ink these up. We'll wipe them off. Night sky. I thought Juniper Mist would be the perfect color for a dark night sky. There it is. So now I shall return again. Meet our clock. So like I said, we can't, that can be a planet. It doesn't necessarily have to be a star. Now we're going to brighten these up by taking the ink off of them. And they will glow in the dark. That's fun. Lots of fun. And then we'll inlay them in here and do this. And there's that. So, scoot that away, clean this up. And so now this could work for a scrapbook layout, for a little corner of a scrapbook layout. How cute would that be? That would be super adorable. Put that aside. And you can make it on a bigger scale than this. This is a little confined space. You could spread it out and create it across one page of your layout. Because this is 5.5, so you could definitely take it out to probably about that much more. Spread it out. It wouldn't look too strange. All right, let's do this now. sentiment. It says, adventure awaits. I don't know if there is anything that, do I have anything to cut it out with? No. So I'll just cut it. I can cut it by hand. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? All right. I'm actually going to move all this again. Don't let me forget my moon. I have a moon too. So I'm just going to put this here. It's hanging out. I know it's hanging out the edge. That's okay. No, it's not okay. We can't have it hanging off the edge. I do have to cut it. So I'm just going to cut it by hand. Put it in here as best as possible, so as little cutting as necessary, so that all I really have to do is this and this. So Krista, how's the connection? If you're still here. It did look kind of jumpy on my end. I have not stamped with this yet, so. And even, this kind of even can, like, it would be cute on a layout. I think it would be too. So this also kind of, this sentiment also kind of gives the idea that not only when you read a book does adventure await, but when you dream, you know, you're dreaming. Adventure awaits you as you dream. So it's kind of a fun little thing as well. So I'm just going to take my scissors and carefully cut up, carefully cut across. If I don't like it, I can always, I need longer scissors to do better, but there. It's a little short on that side. So now here I go. This is where it gets me every time, folks. I'm sure you all know that feeling as well. See, here we go. Now it's too short on that side. Do y'all feeling me here? So let's bring this back in here. And that's too big. So we need to, we will have to cut it down. So guess what? I'm just going to fussy cut around it. Right? When you don't know what else to do, you punt. This will definitely size it down. Perfect. All right. And there it is. Adventure awaits. That's fun. I love it. Okay. Now, our little moon. It has its, I decided to get this shooting star lunar paste out. I have not even used it yet. It's been sitting in my drawer, and now's as good a time as any to pull it out, take a dab and put it on my finger, and just paste it up with my finger. And then it's gonna be, well, actually, yeah, let's paste it up with my first, and then let it dry. That's really super cute. if I wanted to add more to it, I could, but I think I like it just like that. So we'll let that dry. Get the paste off our mat here. It'll come off anyway, even if I let it dry. It'll peel right up. Okay. So let that dry, and we'll start gluing all of our stuff down to our card front. How is that? How's that for thinking outside the box? I thought that'd be fun to think outside the box like that. So here it is. So first we'll get this card front down, since we have to have something to adhere to. Normally I put my card front on last, but in this case, this goes on first because we've got to get that inside of there. So there it is. One of the things that I thought would be super, super cute, I'm gonna show you here. I had this last minute idea, would be, and this is just, I keep losing connection. Yeah, it seems kind of choppy. I may have to upload the other version that records in my would be to, instead of the brick, would be to use this as if it were like space wallpaper on the wall. I thought that would be a cute idea. There's also the monster paper that would be super cute for that. So that was just another idea that I came up with at the last minute, but I had already cut my panel out, and I was like, well, darn it. That would have been really cute. So I used those stripes on the other side instead for the sheets. But I thought, man. And if it was too much pattern, you could actually do it, you know, on half, like half of the wall instead of the whole wall. That would be cute to kind of break up all that pattern so that your bed and all that stuff wouldn't get lost. So you could do kind of like a, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Because it would come from here up, I guess, if you're trying to, oh, you could do it top down, I suppose. If somebody does it, tell me what you come up, show me what you come up with. Okay. I think this is the one I wanted over here with the moon in it. Yes. Hopefully I didn't mess up my moon. I'm notorious for that. The fun part would be the glow in the dark part. Okay. This is dry. This is dry. This is ready to go. And our little moon, you could do a whole one. You could do, there's a small one for a small, like a whole moon. And then I thought this is cute for just like so. Cute, cute. Super fun. Now, I think I might put this on, I might put it on dimension. My only thing is that ladder. Is it gonna look weird just on the wall? So, this down. I think I'll leave the Adventure Awaits. Lay the bookshelf flat because I'm going to put this towards the bottom here. It would be really cute if you had like a floorboard as well. There you are. Those are my non-stick scissors that I have. So, I think what I'll do is I'll give it a try. I'm going to give a very thin piece of adhesive strip here to, oh, that's not thin enough over there. It's too thick. Chop that off. Yeah, I'm sorry about the connection tonight, you guys. I don't know what the deal is. Here. Let's just take that out. Hey, hey. Did it. Let's do that other side. I'm not going to do it down the middle, just going to do it on each edge because. See how that one did. Ooh, that's pretty good. Hey, hey. There. As long as we get a little dimension there, creating a little bit of a shadow, I'm good. And there's the top. Yay. Now that's done. Woohoo. So now the rest of this, we can just go across this, like so. Trim that off. Did we get it? I believe we did. Maybe too much at the top there. That's okay. Why am I whispering? Do you ever whisper for no reason? Maybe because I'm talking to myself, I'm whispering? Who knows? Or at least I think I'm talking to myself because Krista says she keeps losing connection, which is a bummer. Sorry, you guys. And let's cut that again. Bam. Whew. Gonna have to get the bangs taken care of ASAP. Now, Super cute. Love it. Yeah, now we have a little bit of a shadow, which I really like. And we'll stick this next to it. Oh, I wanted it next to it. Yay. I love it. Love it. It's done. It's fun. It's very different. It's very different from something that I would normally create. And sometimes we just need to do that. We just need to step out of our comfort zone and create something different and fun. And there it is. Yay. All right. Simple stories with green paper at the bottom would be cute too. Yes, it totally would be. Yes. It would also be cute on the walls as well. I was just trying to think of, you know, something fun that would coordinate color-wise. But this paper also would really be fun and coordinate as well. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. I hope you have a blessed rest of your night. Thank you, Krista. You're so awesome. Thanks for hanging in there with me through all of my connection issues. I hope you have a blessed rest of your night and week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.